Next, we talking about builders. Fundamental role of the constructors in the creation and initialization of objects in loop. What are builders? This is a special method within a class that is used to initialize bring them to life, the objects of the class. Its main purpose is to sync initial values to objects properties, ensuring that the object is in a valid and consistent state from the moment it is created. They have the same name as the class to which they belong and have no explicit return type.
Because they are important. Initiation of objects with initial values. Avoid null or inconsistent values. They contribute to the encapsulation and coherence of the code. Syntax of Boulder. In Java, the construction has the same name as the class and is defined as follows.
Types of builders. Varieties of builders. Default. A default constructor is a constructor that does not take any parameters during its invocation. This type of constructor is automatically provided by the system if one is not explicitly defined in the class. It has no input parameters. Used to initialize objects with default values. Its presence is implicit even if it's not mentioned in the code, unless a parameterized constructor is defined.
To parameterized. A parameterized constructor is a constructor that takes one or more parameters during its invocation. Allows initiation of the object with specific values provided when instantiating the class. It has one or more input parameters. Provide flexibility by allowing customization of object initialization based on a provided values. Conclusion. Crucial importance in the creation of objects. Improve code to consistency and readability.
Next, we talk about getters and setters methods. Objective, exploring the importance of getters and setters methods for accessing and modifying object attributes in object-oriented programming. Getters. Definition. A getter is a method used to obtain the current value of a private attribute of a class. Purpose. Access to information stored in objects, allowing other parts of the program to read the value of a specific attribute. Syntax. The getter name usually begins with get, followed by the name of the attribute is access. Setters. Definition. A setter is a method used to set the value of a private attribute of a class. Purpose. Allows you to modify the internal state of an object, applying validation logic if necessary before changing the attribute value. Syntax. The setter name usually begins with set, followed by the name of attribute to which it assigns a new value.
In Java, the convention for defining getters and setters follow specific patterns. First, public class, my class, private attribute, data type, public data type, and get attribute, and set attribute. Benefits of using getters and setters. Control access to attributes. It provides fine control over current access and modify attributes, prevent unauthorized modification and ensuring consistency of the object's internal state.
They facilitate the evolution of the code, improve code maintainability, as requirements evolve over time, as integral changes can be made without impacting users of the class. The improve the readability and maintainability of the code. It facilitates collaboration between the developers by providing a standardized and understandable interface for interacting with objects. Additionally, it simplifies code maintenance by centralizing access and modification logic, making it easier to identify and correct potential problems.
Conclusions. Importance of the getter and setter methods in OOPN. Getters and setters methods play a fundamental role in object-oriented programming, providing a control interface for accessing and modifying class attributes. They contribute to encapsulation by allowing precise control over data access, protecting the integrity of objects. The application of getters and setters goes beyond simply getting and setting values. They provide a layer of abstraction to make it easier to evolve code as requirements change over time. They provide flexibility by allowing the implementation of additional logic, such as validations in obtaining and getting bugs. They improve the readability and maintainability of a code by providing an standardized and understandable interface for interacting with objects.